see some nerves or even sloppy play.
No doubt. I mean, as a player, you put so much time and effort into preparing for the season. Sometimes emotions can get the best of you, and it can take a little time to settle into a game.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. P.J. Washington is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. Pass to Gafford. 5 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Doncic way outside. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. McDaniels up top. He's covered by Washington. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Conley against Irving. Towns wide open. Offensive rebound. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Listen, at just over 7 feet, we know Gobert is going to be terrific on the glass.
Doncic kicks to Jones. The pass to Gafford. Doncic outside. Pass to Washington. Shoots over Towns. Gobert pulls it in.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
It's good.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Passes it to Jones. Here's Gafford. Doncic outside. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Edwards. And that one is good.
Well, Anthony Edwards with that frame on the interior, such a tough check.
The Mavericks have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Conley against Doncic. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Out to Conley. Pass to Edwards. Fires the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Irving. That one doesn't drop.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
It's Edwards on the wing. He's covered by Irving. Gobert against Washington. Gobert, and that's good. Gobert's got his second basket.
Well, how about that beautiful touch from inside? Rudy Gobert feeling like he can shoot over anyone.
Jones, the pass to Gafford. Washington, that's for 2. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
There's the pass to Towns. A rebound by Washington.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Gobert with the block.
Almost inescapable, that 7'9" wingspan. Send it back, big Rudy Gobert.
Gobert with the defensive effort. Minnesota leading by 4. Feeds it to McDaniels. Yep, that one goes.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, if you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
And here's a look at some numbers for Luka Doncic. Gafford finds Jones. Doncic looking it over. Dallas, no good that time either.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
How about the body control from Anthony Edwards? Just so good at using that frame to get through the teeth of the defense.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Timberwolves.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And the NBA's new CBA cracking down on the top spending teams, Greg, but also the bottom spending teams.
Yeah, before teams had until the trade deadline to hit the minimum salary floor. Now they've got to be there day one, or they lose out on luxury tax distributions, which could end up in the millions.
Now here's Irving. Hasn't made one yet. 3 on the clock. Misses the three. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Good, nice job down low.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Mavericks trailed by 11. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Gafford. Doncic outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's Washington outside. Count it, his second make in 4 attempts.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Doncic against Conley. No good on the shot. Nice D from Doncic.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
A contested mid-range shot can't be what they were looking for there.
Well, especially with that defensive player in the area. You know he's going to find a way to get into the shooter and make him uncomfortable.
Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
That passing ability complements Irving scoring so well.
Out to the right wing. Towns against Washington. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And this is exactly what you have to do to stop him. That was a tremendous contest, forcing the miss.
Count that one. Washington's got 7 points in the game.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Passes it to Towns. He kicks it to Edwards. Shoots from 14. Mavericks with the rebound. Gafford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Washington, that's good. Now just a 2-point Timberwolves lead.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Anderson comes in for Towns. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Mike Conley. Now here's Edwards. He's got 5.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. First one falls for him. And Edwards drops them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Pass to Lively. Now here's Exum. Over to the wing. Washington kicks to Hardaway. Unloads. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Left side, Edwards. Count it. 9 points for Anthony Edwards. And so it's Exum with it. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 6-point game. The pass to Hardaway. Pass to Exum. Washington with it. 5 on the clock. Over Anderson. Here's Hardaway. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Now here's Edwards. He's guarded closely. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Edwards got 12 in the game.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Right side Hardaway. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Second, Luka Doncic.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Washington. And it's Hardy in for Luka Doncic. And he sinks the second. Timberwolves leading by 6. Edwards looking it over. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Wing shot on the way. They grab their own miss. Here's Reed. Off target at the rim. Mavericks trailed by 6. Here's Hardy. Pass to Lively. Outside Hardaway. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Here's Anderson. And that one, good. Exum with it. Still without a basket. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Edwards. 1:52 left in the first quarter. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Here's Exum. The putback. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Edwards. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first quarter. And good that time.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Outside Hardaway. Clock at 6. Reed with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Tim Hardaway unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Anderson. And that one hits back iron.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
And that one's good. Hardy. And here are the Timberwolves. They're on a 13-5 run here. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Edwards. That's tipped, and he's able to get it back. Now here's Hardy. Dishes to Hardaway. Another three for Dallas.
There has to be a certain amount of focus if you're going to be a great scorer. And Hardaway Jr. showing right there, he's locked in.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Mavericks trailed by 7. On the court for Dallas here in the second. The star backcourt of Doncic and Irving are out there. Maxi Kleber is out there with Green, and it's Powell in at the 5. Kleber, no good. Minnesota shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Alexander Walker. No scoring in this one. A step back shot here. Conley gets the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
Well, there's not a little bit of hesitation with Mike Conley. I know he's slight of frame, but he's thinking, I can score it in the painted area.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thank you, Kevin. We all know Luka Doncic is a master of one-on-one isolation scoring. Coach Jason Kidd said he knows how to use his body, the angles, Sometimes as a coach, you want to run all these plays, but at the end of the day, it's about getting him the ball with enough time to be creative. Kevin?
That's right, David. Letting him cook. Thanks for the report. Here's Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And a big concern for players and coaches is the consistency of officiating. Greg, do you like that argument?
It's tough when one night something is a foul and the next night it isn't. There's some gray area, obviously, and it'd be good for the league to try and clarify how they want things called.
The first one falls. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And he makes both free throws. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Green with the ball. Working on McDaniels. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Green.
And how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Conley gets the bucket.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
Knocked loose. Stolen by McDaniels. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. And we've got a moment now to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Daniel Gafford.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
And now here comes Conley leading the break. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They trail by 11. The pass to Green. Shoots over McDaniels. And Green gets it to go.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Pass to Towns. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Irving. On the wing, Doncic. He's coming off a 28-point game against Minnesota.
And guys, remember, remarkable passing the ball as well. He racked up a number of good assists.
And here is Conley after Luka Doncic hitting the three. Doncic against Conley. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. From 12 feet out. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to 6 on the bucket from Kyrie Irving.
So smooth on the mid-range. Kyrie dialed in.
Conley finds Gobert. Now here's McDaniels. Guarded by Green. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Monte Morris is checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Mavericks trailed by 6. Pass to Powell. Driving to the basket. Back to Doncic. In the corner, Irving with it. Steps back and fires. And Gafford throws it down.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Towns with the bucket.
Boy, the go-to scorer that Karl Anthony Towns is. Yes, he can shoot the three, folks. You better check him.
Doncic passes to Gafford. Now Powell. Nothing on the board. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. It's rebounded by Towns.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
That's a complete effort. Stuck with his man, gets his hand up, and then he doesn't hesitate to finish the possession with the rebounding job.
Gafford. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
And here is Conley. He's got 5. Kicks it to Towns. Over Doncic. Towns, no luck.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Irving can't hit.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
You have to love the tenacity, but also the awareness to make sure he came away with that ball.
Here's Doncic. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Boy, and the foul. Doncic has got great upper body strength, completes the play. Nicely done.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Washington comes in for Powell. And it's Derek Jones in for Green.
One shot.
Doncic, no good on the free throw.
Ask any of the elite defenders in the NBA, and they'll tell you Doncic is one of the toughest to guard. He's got size. He's got skill. He can get downhill. He mixes his pace. So much to contend with when you're dealing with Luka Doncic.
Now, here is Morris. Still scoreless. Good on the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Conley against Irving. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish, my goodness, the Stifle Tower with the score.
Yeah, easy call.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
The neat thing about Kyrie Irving is you get style and substance. This guy's such a fluid player, makes the game look effortless.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Edwards in for Mike Conley. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Timberwolves leading by 3. Morris passes to Anderson. Pass to Gobert. And here's Edwards from the arc. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Boy, that was deep. Anthony Edwards testing the limitations of his range on that one.
Lively the pass to Irving. Six to shoot. Morris with the rebound.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Towns, the pass to Edwards. Anderson against Jones. A second chance effort, and it's laid up and in by Anderson. And now it's an 8-point Minnesota lead.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's Lively. He has yet to score. Morris looking over the floor. The dish to Towns. Over Hardaway. And again, it's Minnesota.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
And the Mavericks call time here. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Boy, he's really had their number. They need to make some kind of adjustment during this timeout.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Jordan McLaughlin comes in for Monte Morris. Hardy, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Outside, Jones. And there's the pass to Washington. Shoots over Reid, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Timberwolves leading by 8. Pass to Anderson. Now here's Gobert. He's guarded closely. Anderson finds Edwards. Score the basket, his 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes to Hardy. Pass to Washington. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Now, for P.J. Washington, it's important he continue to establish himself as a floor spacer. This guy can really make threes.
For Dallas, they have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And he knocks down the first one.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Dante Exum, he's checked in for Dallas. Washington hits them both. Timberwolves leading by 8. Anderson outside. Shoots over Exum. Anderson's shot is off.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Hardaway, no good. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Anderson against Washington. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Mavericks trailed by 11. .157 left in the first half. Lively the pass to Exum. Over Edwards. Rebound Minnesota. Reeves got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Edwards. Here's Alexander Walker. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Alexander Walker's got the lead up to 13 now for Minnesota. Exum kicks to Hardaway. Here's Lively. Offensive rebound. Now the pass to Exum. Anderson with the block. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, the Mavericks' all-time great Dirk Nowitzki this summer was enshrined in the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame and received a huge statue outside the Mavericks arena. The iconic one-legged fadeaway immortalized in bronze. Inscribed on the base, loyalty never fades away. 21 letters. One for each of his 21 seasons playing in Dallas. Kevin?
Isn't that something? Great stuff, D.A. Thank you. And he makes the first. Dallas making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. And Edwards drops them both. Now here's Hardy. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Pass to Washington. Clock at 4. To stop the run. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Edwards, that's good.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Here's Hardaway. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Steps back and shoots. Hardaway, no good. Timberwolves leading by 17. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
How about the handle of Anthony Edwards? So much tighter. That is so good.
Here's Hardaway. The layup off target.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was all Anthony Edwards all the time in the first quarter. He had 27 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
And the game plan they went with was very clear. It was centered around scoring inside. Pound that ball inside, pound it in the paint, try to get the high percentage shot. And because of this assertive attitude, they've got the edge where it counts on the scoreboard.
And Shaq, what do you have to say about the Mavericks?
Well, they're not finding good shots, and that starts with their ball movement. Too much hero basketball. They need to sharpen up the attack. More motion, quick cuts, get the ball inside. There's no way they're coming back with that type of play.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but, boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Mavericks trailed by 19. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. The front court is McDaniels and Towns. And it's Gobert in at the center. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now, here's Doncic. No good on the three.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
McDaniels with the ball. Passes it to Towns. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And check out the numbers for Luka Doncic. Last season, he played outstanding. He averaged 32 points a game, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
And that one falls for Irving. So he gets them both. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Towns. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. And finished off by Gobert.
That's excellent awareness from Karl Anthony Towns. Set your teammate up. We know you're a great scorer, Cat.
And Gafford throws it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Now here is Conley. He's got 5. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Rudy Gobert, 3rd.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Conley against Doncic. And the pass to Towns. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Following the score by Dallas. Conley with the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got 11 rebounds in the game.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 7.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Drops in the breakaway layup. Towns has got 9 points.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns is a big man who can run in transition. He is unafraid to get out and finish on the break.
Irving passes to Washington. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 18 points for him.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Minnesota calls timeout.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Anthony Edwards. Coming off a terrific season, 6th in steals and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And like a thief in the night, he will pick your pocket clean. Top 10 in steals, as you said last year, always a threat to cause a turnover. Now here's Edwards. He's got 27. Looking for McDaniels. He gets it there. Over Jones. Rebounded by Gafford. Mavericks trailed by 14. Irving passes to Doncic. Doncic going to work.
Let's remember, Luka's 6'7", 230, so this guy lethal around the hoop.
The Timberwolves have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Pass to Gobert. And here is McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's to the paint. Here's Washington, and that comes off the assist by Jones. Washington's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Now here's Towns. 9 points in the game so far. Back to Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. Over Irving. No good again that time. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Towns down low. He's covered by Washington.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Luka Doncic. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And the Timberwolves call time here.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Josh Green's checked in for Jones. Doncic against Conley. Oh, the lob to Gobert, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
Here are the Mavericks now. They're on a 17-4 run. Passes it to Gafford. Now Washington. He's got 22. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Doncic outside. The 3. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Now here is Conley. He's got 5. Here's McDaniels. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
Shooting 2.
He's off on the first. Morris is checked in for the Timberwolves. And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Mavericks trailed by 3 to the inside. Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And Towns the bucket on the assist by Morris. Towns has got 11.
I tell you, the moment he sees the open man, Monte Morris lets it go.
Here's Doncic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Minnesota?
They've been in the zone for mid-range all game long, and they've made the most of any chance they've found in that space.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
That free throw good from Doncic. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in. Both free throws good from Doncic. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. That 3 off the mark. Dallas has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Here's Doncic. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Morris against Doncic. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
Well, talk about rim protection. Last season, they were patrolling the paint, rejecting shots at will.
The Mavericks trailing. And here is Green. For the lead, and the rejection by Towns.
Tremendous work defensively from Towns. His teammates love to see him send that thing back.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Now, here's Irving. He's got 8. Pass to Gafford. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Here's Green after the basket by Minnesota. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 7 rebounds in the game. Morris against Doncic. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Here's Doncic. Dallas again missing. Minnesota leading by 7. From 11 feet away, and he gets the jumper to drop. Morris has got his 2nd bucket.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And let's take a look at Karl Anthony Towns' numbers. Great showing for him last season. Around 20 points per game last season. 8 rebounds and 5 assists. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
On defense, Minnesota, they have a 9-point lead. Lively the pass to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Here's Green, and the layup is good. Green's got 6 points.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Work in close, find a way to score.
Doncic against Morris. The pass to Alexander Walker. Down low. Here's Towns, and the layup's good off the glass. 13 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Doncic against Morris. The offensive rebound. Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Doncic.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
Now, here is Morris. Here's Alexander Walker. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got his 3rd assist on the night. Pass to Lively. Back to Doncic. Passes it to Powell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Towns.
Well, outstanding contest on the shot, and then he's positioned perfectly to go after the rebound.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. Mavericks trailed by 10. The feet to Green. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Green's got 4 this quarter.
It's one of the best things about playing with Luka Doncic. He creates a lot of open looks.
Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Powell. Reed misses. Dallas has gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Alexander Walker. Green with the rebound. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. 8-point game. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And Hardaway with the lay-in. Hardaway has got 8 points.
Well, you want to be able, as a scorer, to put it on the deck to create your shot. Go ahead, Mr. Hardaway. We see you getting off the bounce.
Here's Morris. That's a 2 from Towns. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. That is such a tough matchup for smaller defenders out there. He can simply shoot right over them.
The 19-foot shot, and it's blocked. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Dallas making a switch here. Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 7. Here's Reed. The 15-footer, good. Reed's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Listen, you give a good shooter that kind of look, and it's going to go in.
Now here's Hardaway. Tries from 16, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Understand something. Keep talking on the defensive end. Stay the course.
Coach Jason Kidd, he's helped create an identity for this team, there's no doubt. Wants them to stay in character.
Yeah, and how they perform defensively, the effort they give on that end really is a big part of that.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the floor for Dallas, P.J. Washington is out there with Exum. Then there's Hardy. Then there's Irvin. And it's Kleba in at the 5 spot. So it's the Mavericks now. They trail by 7. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Irving against Edwards. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Guys, you have to put a body on Anthony Edwards. This guy is too skilled and too strong.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. He hits the second from the line. Mavericks trailed by 8. Here's Exum. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Edwards passes to Anderson. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Inside. Washington, that's good. Washington's got 24 points.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
Conley feeling it out. He dishes it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
How about the finish through contact by Rudy Gobert? Wow.
Now here's Hardy. Covered by Conley. Outside Irving. Another three for Dallas.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
They get the rebound and finished off by Gobert.
This guy always amongst the league leaders in dunks. Gobert is a force around the cup.
Outside Irving. Shot on the wing, and it's Dallas with another.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Gobert. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
Well, you know the length of Rudy Gobert. He's virtually unstoppable in that restricted area.
Here's Hardy. Pass to Kleba. Wide open. And right on target. Good.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Here's Alexander Walker. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander Walker. The Mavericks also with a sub. Jones checked in for Hardy. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. There's the pass to McDaniels. Here is Anderson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. And count it from 19 feet away. 34 points for Anthony Edwards.
Well, Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Conley against Irving. Over Conley. And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut back down to 5 points in the make from Irving.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And the guys get a little bit of a break. Mentally, physically, just recharge here quickly.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And Doncic is subbed in for Exum. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Irving. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket. Gafford passes to Jones. It's Washington high post. He's against Anderson. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Washington. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Now here's Conley. To the middle. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
It used to be a smart play to foul Rudy Gobert because he struggled from the free throw line. This guy's so much better now.
Shooting two.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, we know Rudy Gobert is going to go down as not only one of the greatest defenders of his generation, but of all time. Just look at the number of times this guy has won Defensive Player of the Year. He is a force to be reckoned with.
And Gobert drops them both. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. 7-point differential. Gafford kicks to Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got 23 points.
Well, you've got to love how Doncic uses his frame and his build. This guy will power right through contact.
Here's McDaniels. Good work defensively by Jones.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Now here's Irving. Pass to Washington. Irving against Edwards. He's feeling it. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Craig, he's ferocious when the ball goes up.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And Edwards drops them both. Mavericks trailed by 5. Pass to Gafford. That's tipped. Stolen by Conley. Over in the corner, Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Mavericks have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the fourth quarter. Really getting it done. Got a piece of it. Towns with the steal. Outside Edwards. He kicks to McDaniels. The Mavericks pull it in. To the inside, Washington. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Washington's got 28.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Towns. Conley with it, and the shot goes in.
Hey, this guy is competitive, he's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
Doncic against Conley. Inside. Poke loose. Now Edwards. Outside Conley. Here's Gobert. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Now it's a 7-point Timberwolves lead. Mavericks shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. On its way from Irving for two. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, my goodness. The athleticism of Anthony Edwards on full display.
Dallas calls timeout.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. So it's the Mavericks now. They trail by 9 points. Doncic passes to Gafford. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Washington, that's for two. Jones. And rebounded by McDaniels. Minnesota's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And Towns gets it to go.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Now here's Jones from deep Washington. Rebound, Minnesota. McDaniels got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Towns, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Doncic has got 5 points now this quarter.
That's his 3rd triple this half, and that's after hitting only 1 before that.
Now here's Reed. He's covered closely. Here's McDaniels. Misses the layup. And it's Jones with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 10-point game. Offensive rebound.
He's done a dynamite job rebounding the basketball, and no issues fighting it out against the big guys down low.
He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Yeah, you love to see Towns mix it up a little bit. Gets his team a bucket on the second chance.
Pass to Gafford. And here is Washington. Outside Hardaway. Just 5 to shoot. He feeds it to Doncic. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Doncic has got 28.
Well, look at Doncic relishes the opportunity to control the action, and right now he is cooking the defense.
Here's Edwards, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Right side Hardaway. Conley against Doncic. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. McDaniels in the post. Washington's on him. A nice shot by McDaniels.
You can tell Karl Anthony Towns is about the team. This guy's solid at working the basketball around.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Conley kicks to Reed. And there's the pass to Edwards. Outside Conley. Towns for three. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Pass to Washington. Back to Doncic. Fires from way outside. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 12.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Timberwolves.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Anthony Edwards.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Here is Edwards. Tim Hardaway making his last shot. Passes it to Reed. Now here's McDaniels. Lets the three fly. Good on the triple. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Now here is Conley. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Well, there may be a lot of games ahead, but game one of the regular season is always a little extra special, Grant.
Yeah, no question about it. This is a game everyone looks forward to start the season off on the right foot. I can't tell you how huge it is for a team's confidence to get a win on opening night, but it's definitely one everyone is looking forward to.
So here's Dallas's starting group. Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. P.J. Washington out there with Derrick Jones. And it's Gafford in at the center position. Now here's Conley. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Daniel Gafford picks one up.
Yeah, one of the best leaders in the NBA. This team loves having Mike Conley in their locker room.
The free throw drops for Conley. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Doncic's shot is good.
Luka knows he can get that shot off quickly, simply trusting his instincts there.
To the paint. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Irving for 3. And the Mavericks, another 3.
You got to run Kyrie off that line. If you let him get comfortable and find his shot from behind the arc, it's a wrap.
Here's Conley. The layup misses.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Irving, that's good.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's McDaniels. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Basket counts.
What a move by McDaniel, showing the defense how nimble he is when he wants to be.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. And the Mavericks, another 3.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Conley passes to Gobert. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's McDaniels. Jones grabs the board.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
That shot off the mark. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Edwards against Irving. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Soft touch off the glass.
This is Gobert's comfort zone, using his size to capitalize down there.
Edwards against Irving. Over Edwards. And it's Dallas scoring again.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
And Minnesota calls time here. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
They beat this team last time largely because of the massive free throw disparity.
Yeah, did a really good job of drawing foul after foul. Very physical and rugged in how they perform. And it paid off.
Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Luka Doncic. Minnesota with the ball, trailing by 10. Edwards with it. Gafford picks him up. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And this is exactly what you want Edwards to do, using his athleticism to score on tough defense inside.
Here's Doncic. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Outside McDaniels. Here's Towns. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Taking the contact and scoring. Towns not to be denied of the bucket there.
Pass to Gafford. Here's Washington. Outside Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Doncic outside. Puts up a deep three. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Pass to Conley. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's McDaniels. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. For Dallas, they've gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Doncic against Conley. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Conley looking for an opening. Pass to Gobert. The kick out to Conley. Here's the three. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Count it. Doncic has got 8.
And that's the weight room strength of Doncic right there. Fully displayed.
Outside Edwards. To the wing on the left. Outside McDaniels. That one no good. Jones with some nice D. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Dallas. 8-point game. Here's Irving. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. He's got 12.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
And Minnesota calls time here. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. 5th, the Timberwolves.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Now Edwards. Takes it inside, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, I tell you what, once Edwards accelerates, I mean, he looks like he's playing at a different speed than those around him.
Jones with the ball. Yet to see a basket. Doncic outside. Over Conley, and it's Dallas scoring again.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. McDaniels from long range. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Hardaway finds Doncic. Here's Lively. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. No good from outside.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Doncic against Conley. Towns outside. Here's McDaniels. Count the basket.
Like the determination. McDaniels not backing down.
The Mavericks leading. Doncic outside. There's the triple. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Edwards missed inside. Dallas has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Hardaway into the lane.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Towns. Drops in the layup for 2.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now here's Washington. No points so far.
Great job of closing the space and getting a hand up.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And here's Conley. 14 points for him last game against Dallas.
Impacting both sides of the floor. 4 steals showing the work he did defensively.
Now here's Conley. Up and over Doncic. Doncic with a block.
How about the D from Doncic? These guys appreciate when he gives that kind of effort at the defensive end.
And the Timberwolves will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Towns. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Morris in for Conley. Now a timeout called by Dallas.
and they shot well from the field. Top half in the league in that respect. Some of it just came down to patience and discipline.
They took care of the ball, stayed in control. It was very hard to turn them over. Dallas has gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. Here's Hardy, guarded by Morris. Here's Hardy, and Gobert with a block.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Now here's Anderson. Pass to Alexander Walker. Morris for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Exum. And he's going for the oop here. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
And so it's Minnesota with it, trailing by 5. Morris outside. Pass to Alexander Walker. Lively grabs the miss.
With that much room around him, it's hard to imagine he could have gotten a better shot.
Hardaway on the wing. Shoots. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start. And here's Morris. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Now here's Anderson. Pass to Reed. A minute 39 left to play in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Hardy, guarded by Morris. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. McLaughlin, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. He hits the second from the line. Minnesota has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Pass to Morris. And here's Reed. Back to Morris. Lively grabs the miss. The Mavericks leading. Hardy, the pass to Exum. Yep, count it.
Well, the analytics would say take either that shot or something from downtown.
Timberwolves shooting with confidence in this one. 48% in the first quarter. Here's Reed. The 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Hardy. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 34 seconds left to play in the first. Alexander Walker with the bucket.
How about the amazing crossover there, demonstrating exactly how dangerous he can be when he's got the rock in his hand.
Pass to Lively. Now here's Kleba. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. 5 to shoot. Here's Exum. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. Second free throw, no good. To the inside. And stolen by Hardaway. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've been aggressive in transition and find themselves in front. We'll be back in a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Mavericks?
Well, it's simple. I mean, they started off strong, and they've been hot from beyond the arc since the get-go.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent, finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
And today's team's all looking to space the floor with shooters, Clark. Thinking back, you ever wonder why it took so long to catch on?
I haven't thought about it in that context, BA, but I think part of it is you've got to have a lot of shooters to take advantage of it first and foremost. And now, again, with the likes of Steph Curry and Klay Thompson and Damian Lillard and so many other outstanding perimeter shooters, more and more of those guys are coming into the league and following their example.
On the court right now for Dallas, Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. Dwight Powell out there with Washington. And it's Hardaway in at the three. Irving, the pass to Doncic. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Edwards. Irving, that's good. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
Hey, you need a big night from one of your stars? I introduce you to Kyrie Irving. He is lethal and able.
Here's McLaughlin. No made baskets yet. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Beautiful reverse, using his body to shield the finish. Nicely done.
Doncic outside. It's Powell, high post. Back to Doncic. Irving against Edwards. That one rolls around and rims out. The Timberwolves trail. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. To the middle. Here's Reed. Powell pulls it in. Dallas has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Washington passes to Doncic. Here's Powell. Pass to Hardaway. Down low. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Rudy Gobert's checked in for Minnesota. Conley comes in for McLaughlin. Gafford, he's checked in for Dallas. Green comes in for Hardaway.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Doncic.
One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic, and he's already a star, is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble for the league.
Now here's McDaniels. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And the toughness McDaniels plays with is impressive. He doesn't back down from any defender inside.
He's off on the first.
Known as a versatile and tremendous defender, McDaniels also continues to make real good progress as a scorer.
And the second free throw is good. And Irving has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Josh Green is becoming a key 3-and-D wing in Dallas. Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki said, quote, he's a great defender already. He's athletic, he plays super, super hard, and now he added the three-pointer to his game. Obviously, that's one thing he needed to get better at. He puts in a lot of work. Brian?
Well, you can see it. It has absolutely paid off. Thanks, Allie. Towns can't get it to go. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And he lobs it up top. Outside Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. For 3. He buries it from 3. Edwards has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The corner 3 isn't a go-to yet for Edwards, but he was clearly feeling that shot.
Now a timeout called by Dallas.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
A chance here to compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Mavericks.
It's been their guards who have really carried the weight offensively.